Probably in the past, things like a fancy school, things like a fancy degree, things like going through some kind of prescribed education where they say, here's the course to get this job. If you come out at the top of the class with a nice piece of paper from the nice institution, that's probably enough to get you a job. Today, I don't think it's as simple. I think today it probably boils down to a lot more things inside your control, like your attitudes. Definitely connections is obviously can be a big part of it as well, like personal relationships and stuff, which we sort of spoke about earlier. But also I think it's just like the similar, like what we're talking about, the effort, like the skills that you've developed. If you've stacked a whole bunch of skills together to become somebody who is a little bit more rare and valuable, a little bit more unique than other people, if you can bring something new to the table that isn't just, yeah, I studied hard and I read the textbooks and I passed the tests. I think that's more important. I think if you've got the attitude and the work ethic to want to work hard, and if you've got sort of a bit of a track record of maybe a couple of projects under your belt that you've done that most people wouldn't do, or if you've got some of those new skills under your belt that most people don't have, I think that's going to set you off on a much better path to getting a job.
Yeah, spot on, Show. And in our book, we really covered two different paths that you can take, and they both have the common thread of the effort that you put through. But one of them is going narrow, and that's finding a niche and doing your Malcolm Gladwell sort of 10,000 hours, using grit, your perseverance, and your passion, and deliberate practice to get those skills. And you're really climbing the mountain quicker than anyone else in this niche territory. There's also this other way of going about your career, which sits a bit better, I think, with me and Astro, our just natural style, and that's going wide. And that's where you're not just learning one skill and doing it better than everyone else. You're actually combining a whole range of different skill sets, and you're getting domain experience in different areas and you're adding them together. So rather than just learning, I'll just use engineering as an example, but you might learn engineering, but then if you learn another skill like podcasting, which I've been able to do, then combining the two and doing an engineering podcast, you're getting closer and closer to a niche that not many other people are able to replicate. So as you go through your career and you add more and more domain experience, you're finding ways to combine things to be more and more valuable. Or alternatively, as we're saying, you can just go into one subject matter and do better than everyone else and going really narrow.